So for today's discussions is all about alternating series, ratio, and root test. So what is alternating series? An alternating series has terms that alternate between positive and negative. It may or may not converge. So we will have this one is a converge on the natural logarithm of 2. So we have the series of starting from the series of n is equal to 1 goes to infinity. So negative 1 to the power of n plus 1 over n. So it is equal to 1, negative 1 half, positive 1 third, negative 1 fourth, and positive 1 fifth, and so on. It is the logarithm of 2. So the alternating series refers to the sign of negative, positive, negative, positive. So, for the ratio test, so let we have the series of starting from n equal to 1 goes to infinity, e sub n be a series with non-zero terms. So, let we have first the 0 is less than or equal to p or less than 1, then the series should be converge. Absolutely. So if p is greater than 1 or p is equal to infinity, so the series is diverge. So if p is equal to 1, the test does not provide any information because the series may be divergent, conditionally convergent, or absolutely convergent. So for example number 1, so for each of the following series, use the ratio test to determine whether the series is convergent or divergent. So we have the series of starting from n equal to 1 goes to infinity, so negative 10 to the power of n over 4 to the power of 2n plus 1 and n plus 1. So, with this first example, let be a little careful, make sure that we have everything down correctly. So, here is the series of terms of E sub n. So, E sub n is equal to negative 10 to the power of n over 4 to the power of 2n times n plus 1. So, to recall that to compute E sub n plus 1, all that we need to do is substitute the value of n plus 1 for all the values of n. So, we can see that, so, E sub n plus 1 is equal to negative 10 to the power of n over 4 to the power of 2 times n plus 1 plus 1 and n plus 1 plus 1. It is equal to negative 10 to the power of n over 4 to the power of 2n plus 1 and n plus 2 because the power of 4, it should be multiplied or so 2 times n plus 1 plus n plus 1 plus 1, so it should be 2n plus 1 times n plus 1 plus 1, it should be n plus 2. So to define L, so we will use the limits, the L is equal to limits of n approach of infinity, the value of E sub n plus 1 times 1 over E sub n. So since this will be dealing with the fraction, so we got here, so first, so the limits of lem is equal lem and approach infinity, the absolute value of negative 10 to the power of n plus 1 over 4 to the power of 2n plus 3 times n plus 2. So you can multiplying by the reciprocal, or you can dividing to the original. So we have 4 we have 4 4 to the power of 2n plus 1 and n plus 1 over negative 10 to the power of n. So it becomes lem and approach infinity. The absolute value of negative 10 times n plus 1 over 4 to the power of 2 times n plus 2. So it should be 10 over 16 because negative 10, the absolute value of negative 10, it should be 10, and 4 to the power of 2 is equal to 16. So 4 to the power of 2 is equal to 16, and lem and approach infinity, so n plus 1 over n plus 2. So we have the series of it is equal to 10 over 16 less than to 1. So the ratio test, the series absolutely converge. So for example number 2, use ratio test to determine whether the series of starting from n is equal to 1 goes to infinity n to the power of 3 over 3 to the power of n. It is converge or diverge. So hence, evaluate the lem. So you can evaluate the lem. So we have lem and approach infinity. So n plus 1 to the power of 3, because you may substitute the value of n to n plus 1. So we have 3 to the power of n plus 1 times, or you can multiplying by the reciprocal or the original. So we have 3 to the power of n over n to the power of 3. So it is p is less than 1, so the series is converge. So for example number 3, so determine if the following series convergent or divergent. So we have the series of starting from n is equal to 0 goes to infinity, so n factorial over 5 to the power of n. Now that we have worked 1 in detail, we won't go into quite the detail with the rest of the. Here is the limit. So first, L is equal to lem and approach infinity, the absolute value of n plus 1 factorial over 5n plus 1. So you can dividing the original or multiplying by the reciprocal. So we have lem, and approach infinity n plus 1 factorial over 5n factorial. So in order to do this limit, we will need to eliminate the factorials. So you can eliminate the factorials, or you can simply do limit with the factorials in it, or you can strip out in terms of factorials. So if we do that with the numerator, so first we get the L is equal to lem and approach infinity, so n plus 1 n factorial over 5n factorial. So we have at which point, so we can cancel the n factorial. So you may now cancel the sign of n factorial. So it should be, we have L is equal to lem and approach infinity, so n plus 1 over 5. So the series is infinity is greater than 1. So the ratio test, the series is actually must be divergent. So for root test, here is the theorem. So consider the series of n equal to 1 goes to infinity e sub n, let lem n is equal to 1, or the square root of absolute value of a sub n. So first we have when 0 is less than or equal to p or less than 1, then the series is converged absolutely. So when p is greater than 1 or p is equal to infinity, the series diverge. So p is equal to 1, the test does not provide any information. The root test is useful for series whose terms involve exponentials and factorials. In particular, for a series whose terms satisfy of e sub n, then the absolute value of e sub n is equal to b sub n to the power of n, and the redundant of absolute value of e sub n is equal to b sub n. And we need only evaluate the limits of n approach of infinity to b sub n. So for example, for example, you may determine whether it is divergent or convergent. For example, number 1, so we have the series of starting from n equal to 1 goes to infinity. So 3 plus 5 sub n over 2 plus 3 sub n to the power of n. So we have the limits of ln n approach infinity. The absolute value of e sub n to the power of 1 over n is equal to ln n approach infinity to 3 plus 5n over 2 plus 3 sub n to the power of n and 1 to the power of 1 over n. So it is equal to 3 plus 5n d over d sub n and over 2 plus 3 sub n and d over d sub n is equal to ln and approach infinity of 5 over 3. So it should be 5 over 3 is greater than 1, or the series should be divergent. So for example number 2, so when the series starting from n equal to 1 goes to infinity, so we have 1 over n to the power of 2 plus 1 over n to the power of n. So it is equal to the limits of n approach infinity, 1 over n to the power of 2 plus 1 over n to the power of n to the power of 1 over n. So it is equal to the limits of n approach infinity. So 1 over n to the power of 2 plus 1 over n is equal to 0 plus 0. So 0 is less than 1. So it may be convergence. So that's all, and thank you.